Welcome to DeFi Crypto today. Our topic today is inflation and what we can do about it. If you read the news, you're discovering that for a while we had very low inflation, and suddenly, oops, inflation is spiking up quite a bit and very fast. And that brings a lot of issues. And today we're going to try to address these issues in the crypto world. Because the government said that inflation in the United States is different around the world. Okay, so in your country it could be higher, could be lower. But in November 2021, which is the latest data available, the inflation is at 6.8%, which is very high, very high. We have not seen these high inflation rates since the 1980s, over 40 years ago. And we don't know, we might get very high spikes like these again. We don't know yet, okay? It doesn't look very good. Now, a lot of people say, okay, inflation goes up, so what? What does that mean? Well, this is what it means. Every time there's inflation, the purchasing power of your money, in this case the US dollar, keeps going down. Okay? A dollar in 2020 had the purchasing power of $26 at the beginning of the 20th century. So you have 26 times less power, purchasing power with your money today than you had over 100 years ago. That's what that means. And the more inflation there is, the faster the purchasing power shrinks. Okay? You probably started to notice that food is more expensive. It's difficult to get, for Christmas and for Thanksgiving, it was difficult to find turkeys at a reasonable price. The price of turkeys practically doubled. Okay, you're also going to notice that the labor market in the United States is very different right now due to having COVID for 2 years. A lot of people now refuse to go back to work. Why? They found ways to make money from home. Okay, or their employer managed to set them up so that they can work from home. Okay, so they don't need to travel several hours, from the suburbs all the way downtown to the head office anymore. They can stay home. So if you don't have to drive like 2 hours in to the office in the morning and back home, each time you save 4 hours, plus the headaches of being stuck in traffic, plus the gas on your car or the other transportation and so on. So all this creates a very strange market where there's a labor shortage, which will drive more inflation because now employers will have to pay more to hire people than before. Because people say, I'm not going to work in the restaurant for like minimum wage or even less than minimum wage and just work on tips only and that kind of stuff. So a lot of shops and a lot of businesses will have to pay more to get labor. That translates into higher prices for their products and services, which translates to inflation. So we can expect that the inflation is not going to go down anytime soon. And because of that, we need to protect ourselves against the shrinking purchasing power of our fiat currencies. So what can we do about this? Well, some people said, well, let's try the stock market because this is the S&P 500. The green is a positive return. The red is a negative return. So there's a lot more green than red. So typically, if you invested in the stock market in the, let's say, the index fund, the S&P 500, you would make decent return every year, okay, on average. Okay, and on average, it's around 8 to 10%, okay, that you would get on the S&P 500 long term. Now, short term, this chart is not up to date. Okay, it's a couple of years old, so it doesn't have the latest figures. So right now we would be in red for 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Okay, so right now the stock market doesn't look like a very good place to put your money when you have a lot of inflation. Okay, also, if it only gives you 8% annual return, you barely beat inflation, which is at 6-7% right now, and it could be becoming higher than that soon. Okay, so again, it's not the best place to put your money. Okay, you should probably have the index, some index funds in your global portfolio. Okay, I always think that's a good idea, but you can't just put all your money there. Okay, it's not going to be enough to beat inflation. Okay, at least not then for the short term. So we're going to look at crypto and the possible solutions that crypto offers. Now, as always, I want people to be prudent, okay? And I want people to understand this very, very, very clearly, okay? That's why I said the big fat safety warnings, okay? Nothing in this presentation is meant to be a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold tokens from any protocol. Okay, so it doesn't mean because I talk about protocol X that I recommend protocol X. Okay, I want that very, very clear. Okay, a lot of people think, oh, I saw on DeFi Crypto today, he talked about protocol X. It's got to be the best thing. And then they put money there, and the next thing they know, the price goes down, and then he says, oh, it's a scam. Okay, yeah, right, it's a scam. The market is shit right now, okay? Practically everything you're going to put your money in, there's a good chance you're going to lose some, if not all, okay? Here we're going to try to show you places that are less likely to make you lose money, but they still carry a lot of risks, okay? Keep that in mind. So all crypto protocols carry high risks, okay? There's nothing safe in the financial world, okay? Even keeping your money at the bank right now, you're losing 7% because inflation is eating up your money. Think about that, okay? The stock market's not safe. The bank's not safe. Crypto's not safe. The pillow in which you're stuffing money on your bed, it's still not safe. Okay, it's still not safe. Okay, even a safe in your house where you put cash in, that's not safe. Why? Because inflation is eating that cash, even though it's inside your safe. Remember that. All right. Now, only invest amounts that you are willing to lose in the crypto world, okay? Because it's very risky. Now, what can we do? There are ways to mitigate the risks. We're going to see that. This is a website that I really like. It's called DeFiSafety.com. Now, they shouldn't call themselves DeFi Safety. They should call themselves DeFi Less Risky.com. But basically, the people that work there are very good programmers, and they look at the code, and they look at the way the code is documented for each protocol that they review. They reviewed hundreds of them. Okay, they don't have all the protocols, especially all the new ones that come up every day. They're not listed there. You can suggest new protocols for them to investigate, okay, but they don't have every single protocol out there. They have the most popular ones and especially the oldest ones, okay? And what you want to look at is their score. So what you do, you try to get the highest score first, okay? And then it's going to show you what they think are the best protocols in terms of code safety. The investments, the individual investments that you are going to make in these protocols, you can still lose money. You can still use your shirts on Balancer, which has a safety rating of 100%. You can still lose your shirt on this. Make that very clear in your head, okay? The code is safe. The chances of being rug pulled on by Balancer staff is next to zero, okay? These guys are very trustworthy. They've been audited. They've been audited multiple times. Their code is probably some of the best code ever written in DeFi. You can still use your shirt. Okay? Be aware of this. Okay? I always I look at all the comments that people put. Okay? They say, "Oh, you're shilling another own fork. Oh, you're saying this. You're promoting this product." And every single protocol that I talk about in every single video that I've made, and I'm getting close to 200 videos now. I talk about them because I think they have some value. I do not pretend to say that any of them are safe whatsoever. And you can lose your shirt on every single one of them. Let's be clear about this. Even the best ones, and these are the best ones according to DeFi safety. Those guys went through the code. They went through the way the code is documented. They went through, they have several criteria. We're not going to show you that. You can explore that by yourself. They have what they call their process quality reviews, okay? And they explain their process and everything. It's very well documented. This website's fantastic, okay? It's an excellent DeFi resource. And what you should do is, like, if you're concerned about safety, you go here, okay? And as I showed you, you put them you rank them, okay, by the safest ones at the top, and it goes down like this, okay? Now, you can see that Balancer is, according to them, the safest protocol. All right, so you rank the scores from the highest score to the lowest one, and then you go from there, okay? And that's how you find the safest place to put your money. You can still lose money, but the code is safer. So many of these are amongst my favorite projects. Okay, we've got Balancer here, we've got Aave. We're going to look at them today. This Uniswap version 3, which I believe now is available on Polygon as well. So you can go there and not pay excessive gas fees. Another one of my favorites is Yearn, which, okay, Yearn is Andre Cronje's baby. And Andre Cronje is a coder. And he got a 93% safety rating. What that means is he's one of the best coders alive on this planet right now. So I don't trust him 100%. He's got only a 93% safety rating. But his projects are very high quality. Okay? Keep that in mind. Okay? Anyway, now here you have the chains where they're available. For some reason, they're not correct for Aave. Aave is also available on Polygon and Avalanche. But anyway, it gives you an idea. So if you're looking for protocols, I keep getting this error message. If we're looking for like good protocols, use this, okay? And if you're really concerned about safety, okay, it's a very good reference. Anyway, let's look at some of these projects. All right, so my strategy, okay, for safety in times of inflation, very high inflation, which we are entering right now, is to have a sizable part of our portfolio in stablecoins. Why stablecoins? Stablecoins look boring because they're stable. Okay, they fluctuate, but very little. Okay, it's very rare that stablecoins, that the good stablecoins, will fluctuate more than a fraction of 1%. Okay, once in a while, when there's a major crisis, you might go up or down 1 or 2%, but that's about it. Okay, so because of this, if the market is crashes because the Federal Reserve decides to jack up interest rates or whatever, well, the capital should be safe. Now, okay, we protect the capital, but there's the other problem. Inflation is eating up our capital. Okay? Inflation is eating up the purchasing power of our capital. So, what do we need to do? Well, we need to find places where we can beat inflation. Currently, inflation stands at around 7%. So we need to find places where we can deposit stablecoins and earn more than 7%. So that's what we're going to show you today. All right? Because a lot of people have been asking me, where can I put my money? And okay, so let's have a look. Okay? And also remember, don't put all your money on the same protocol. Okay, this is Balancer right here. Okay, it's rated 100% safety by DeFi Safety. That's nice. But what if there's this super smart hacker that finds a way to get in there and take the money? It's not impossible. It can happen. Okay, so don't put all your eggs in the same basket. This is a very good basket, an excellent basket, one of the best baskets, but still, I wouldn't put 100% of all my money in this. Okay, I would not do that. All right, so learn safety principles. Okay, diversification. You diversify between the protocols. Okay, this reduces the risk of a single protocol being attacked by hackers or having another problem. I don't know. It could be that there's a power outage and their server shuts down for some reason or whatever. Okay, it could be anything. Okay. All right. So what you need to do is right now we've selected the Polygon network because that's the cheapest one. You can also do Ethereum and Arbitrum with this. Okay, so I wouldn't use Ethereum unless I would have a very sizable portfolio due to the very high gas fees. Okay, if you got only $500 and you pay $50 to $100 in gas fees to make a deposit on this, that took 20% of your money. Okay, that's worse than inflation. Think about that. Okay, I mean, inflation is 6%. You want to have your costs of making these deposits a lot lower than 6%. Okay, and that's why we use Polygon here. Polygon costs a fraction of a cent to make any transaction, so it's really economical. All right, so they have several choices. These are the most, they rank by popularity here. And you have different pools that contain little portfolios. And some of these portfolios are made of stable coins only, like these two. Okay. First one is USDC, TUSD, DAI, and USDT. Those are four different stable coins. Okay. Unfortunately for us, it's only giving 6.73% APR, which means that we are right at the same level as inflation right now. So we're not, we're keeping our purchasing power, but barely. Personally, I don't think that's very attractive. So let's forget about that one. The next one is a lot better. We've got USDC, DAI, Mimetic, which is another stable coin, and USDT. And now here we're earning 14.06%. So we are beating inflation. We're double. We're 7% over inflation. So that's a lot more attractive. So if I were to put money on Balancer, I would definitely take a closer look at this. All right. Now, my other favorite place to put my money in is Yearn. Now, Yearn is on Phantom and Ethereum. So connect this, change to Phantom. Okay. Oh, we need to be in the wallet. Not the wallet, the vault. We need to be in the vault. Okay. So there are several stablecoins here where you can deposit your money. Okay, so you got Dola, that's another stable coin. It's giving a really nice 19.42% right now. You got MIM at 18% as well. That's another stable coin. You got DAI at 15% here. USDT at 12%, USDC at 10%. Frax, that's also a stable coin, but this one is doesn't beat inflation even. It's only at 5%. So I wouldn't deposit Frax on this protocol. So I would look at all the stable coins that are above 7%. Okay, that's what I would do. And the best ones right now would be Dola and MIM. Okay. All right, next. This is also one of my favorite places to deposit money. This is Anchor on the Terra ecosystem, so you need to have a Terra wallet. Okay, now the MetaMask wallet for this one. Now, what's nice about it is that if you've got some Lunas and you bond them as B Lunas and then deposit them here, you can get yourself a loan at practically free. Okay, so right now the net rate is minus 0.31%. That's what my net loan would cost me. Okay, and then I could go here and let's try to make a deposit, see if it's gonna work. So let's say I deposit $100 here. All right, so I put in my password and then I deposited the money. So now I've got 100 UST. UST is a stable coin from the Terra system. Okay, so you can basically you can borrow UST here at almost 0%, and you can deposit that UST right here and earn 19.5%. Now, these rates are variable. Like all the rates we saw on Balancer, on Yearn, and here, they vary. Nothing is fixed in crypto. Remember that, okay? It might say 19% here, and then tomorrow it's going to be 3%. I don't know, okay? It's supply and demand. That's the way it works, okay? The rates will change, always. Now, however, one thing that's nice about Anchor is that although the rates do change, the APY on the earn page is remarkably stable. It's always, since I started using this protocol in June 2021, it's always been over 19%. It's always between 19% and 20%. Okay, so if you're looking for stability, that's pretty good. Okay, again, don't put all your money here just in case something terrible happens. I mean, it's very safe protocol. There's like billions of dollars on this, see 8.6 billion. Okay, it's very good protocol, but it pays to be safe. Okay, so you can deposit some of your money here, but I don't think it's a good idea to put all your money there. All right, remember that. Okay, where else can we go? This is on the Polygon network. This is QuickSwap. It's one of the largest dexes on Polygon. Okay, they have a lot of farms, like we're talking hundreds of farms. But if we search, we can find that many of them have stable coins. Now, these are mixed, stable and not stable. But if we keep going down, this one is stable. MAI and USDT, those are two stable coins, and you can get a nice 15% also. And then you have USDC and USDT. This one, it's not as amazing. It's only 7%, and so on. So you can search and see if you find something interesting here. Now there's Aave. I like Aave because it's super safe. However, the rates suck at the moment. They used to be a lot better. Right now, the best rate is 2.19% on Avalanche, plus a bonus of 3.20% APR. But still, that doesn't even cover inflation. So unfortunately, I don't think it's a good place right now if we want to beat inflation. It doesn't work. All right. Similarly, we've got Trader Joe, and they have a lending market. And again, here the rates are not that fantastic. In terms of stablecoin, I mean these three, sorry, are barely above the inflation rate right now. You're getting a 1 or 2 or 3% only. That's not a lot. But on the farming side, you can look for stable coins. So they've got this link, stablecoin farms. And you have this one, USDC, USDT, USDT, USDTE, and they beat inflation. Okay? So those two might be worth considering. And next one is, we're going to change the network. This is for Benki. It's on Avalanche. Avalanche. So we change the network. Yes. There we go. All right. And if you look at overview, again, you've got the rates here. Most of them don't beat inflation much. DAI is at 8%, and that's about the only stablecoin that beats inflation at the moment. So probably not the best place to go. All right. Then we've got Spiritswap, which if you go into farm, they have a lending protocol, but again, I looked and there's not, the rates are not that good at the moment. So if you search and you type US, you're going to see the stablecoin farms. You got this one, DAI USDC. It barely covers inflation. That's not so amazing. Frax USDC, well, that's better. At least you beat inflation. You're at 11.8%. This one, you beat inflation, but barely. You're at 9%. And you got MIM USDC and you get a pretty nice 15%. This one is a lot more attractive in my opinion. Okay, and then we've got also on the Phantom network, we've got Spookyswap. You go to farm, you type US, and you're gonna see whatever has stable coins. Right now, the two pairs that are totally stable coins are these two, USDC, TUSD, which gives you 12.9%, which does beat inflation, and USDC MAI, which gives you even better at 13.57. Again, all these rates change every single day, so don't expect the rates to stay fixed. All right. Now, we also have a protocol that's quite popular right now. It's 100. And it does offer some very attractive yields. Right now, you've got 19%, from 19 to 47%, from 7 to 19%. All these are stable coins, and so on, except Wi-Fi. So the issue that I have is that we're not getting paid all in MIM. We're getting a tiny bit of MIM, and we're getting a lot of their 100 token. It's an HND, okay? So most of the yield comes from their own farm token, okay? And that's nice, but it fluctuates quite a bit, okay? So your return will go up and down like a yo-yo. So be aware of that before putting your money on 100, right? Now, we've got also Beethoven on Phantom. I like Beethoven because it's a copy of Balancer. the fork balancer from Polygon to Phantom. Okay. And again, you've got stablecoin pools right here. Okay. And fortunately, only two of them beat inflation. We got this one at 9% and that one here at 9.91%. So not as attractive. Okay. Not as attractive. What else I wanted to show you? Yeah. So try to keep a large part of your portfolio in stable coins if you want to avoid these crazy fluctuations. Okay, this is Bitcoin, right? If you look at this is just the last year. Look at those waves. Okay, went from 60,000 plus to about 30,000, and we're back down now. So I mean, I love Bitcoin. I think everybody should have some Bitcoin in their portfolio. Okay, but in the short term, it's subject to crazy, wild fluctuations. Okay, so I wouldn't put all my money in Bitcoin. I would never do that. So you should have a very large part of your portfolio in stable coins, despite the fact that we're not going to have insanely high APRs or APYs out of that. But at least we can beat inflation, which is better than keeping your money at the bank, where they don't give you any interest, and to speak of, really, and you are losing money just by keeping it there, okay? Because the purchasing power of your money is being eaten up by the very high inflation that we're experiencing right now. Okay, so that's it for this presentation. If you like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. Download the free book. I explain all this stuff in the book also. And all you have to do is click the link, and then you put your name, your email address, you hit the submit button. And if you miss that button, you're going to get a big fat button that says download the free book. And if you miss that button, we're going to send you an email with another button that says download the free book. And if you don't want a free book, well, you go to Amazon, you pay $5.99 to Jeff Bezos, and Jeff will send me a whole $1. See ya.